Okay, on the desk. As you can see, I have a lovely towel here. Don't mind that. We need 4 tools. We need a set of tweezers. We need a Torx tip screwdriver. We need a, I don't know what they call this tool, but it's basically a plastic rod with a pointy end and a flat end. Then we also need a flat tip screwdriver. So, now that we have the tools out of the way, let's go ahead and move right in here. First thing we need to do is use our plastic flat tool here, and I'm going to go ahead and get these wires from being wrapped around the controller here. Don't mind that, we'll take care of that one later. So just push one wire at a time right through that little clip there. Okay, and then we'll push this other one out. Alright, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Well, looks like both of them came out in one scoop there. Okay, so now you have those the black wire and the gray wire here loose. We'll go ahead and flip the controller over and remove the motors, the vibration motors there, so we can access these 2 screws. There's one down here and one in this corner here. Sorry, let me backtrack one step here. Before we do that, let's go ahead and disconnect this ground wire here. Come on out, there you go. Now we will go ahead and remove these 2 screws that I was just talking about, and this is just going to remove this upper circuit board here. I'll use that one to point because it contrasts a bit better. The one that my thumb is on here, we're not really going to do anything with. So once you get those screws loose, go ahead and pull them out, set them off to the side, and now we're going to pull this circuit board up gently and flip it over. So let me just spin this around to make it a little bit easier. Now let's try that again. Remove the motors. There it is. Look at that. Alright, we're going to move the motors to the front side of the controller and flip this thing all the way around. Now we're not going to completely remove it because we don't feel like disconnecting those black and gray wires. This right thumbstick, which is on my left side currently, is the one that we're after. To open this thing up, you got to be very careful because you don't want to bend and flex the circuit board, and you might end up having to use your metal flat tip screwdriver. Just to give you a better idea here, if you look at the replacement module that we're using, there are no holes up here at the top. However, these clips on the side are just the same as the ones that are here. But we're going to use one of these 2 holes. As you can see, I've already been kind of prying there. We're going to use one of these 2 holes to go ahead and open up this little box here on the side. Just weasel and wiggle your screwdriver down in there, and be sure not to break the clips on the side. And then you just want to bend that thing out just far enough to remove that little plastic piece. So if you look on the inside there, you're going to notice that there is a little black piece of plastic with a little piece of metal, a little round piece of metal on the inside. We're going to use the tweezers to go ahead and remove that. There it is, just like that. And that is the problem that you're having if you're having the same problem that I'm having with your stick drifting. So we're going to go ahead and push that one off to the side, and we're going to open up this guy. Same thing, just go ahead and use your screwdriver. Let's move this back. Move your screwdriver down this little crack here and pop it right open. Now this one will probably come open a little bit easier because it's not soldered into place. So these 3 pins here at the bottom, I'll probably should have used a different color than gray. There it is. All right, now this whole thing can go off to the side. Here is the new piece that we just pulled out, the white one. Here is the old piece, the black one. This is the little cover that covers both these two, that these two slide into, that has the prongs that protrude through the PCB of the inside of the controller, which you would have to desolder, clean up, resolder. I think it's maybe 12 pins or so, 12 or 14 pins on the back side of the controller. But skip all that, pop off the green part, pull out the old one, and then we're gonna put in the new one there. All right, cutscene. There is a little bit of a kind of a bump, little kink in it. That needs to be, as you're looking at it, at the 12 o'clock position. So we're gonna stuff it right down in there. Another way to tell is if these two clips here, I gotta stop pointing with my finger, that clip and that clip needs to be in the top and bottom 12 and 6 position. Okay, so go ahead and drop this one down in. Sorry, you had to watch that struggle. All right, now once you have that in, let's go ahead and fold this thing back and making sure that this thing engages. And squeeze that little green cover until you feel it snap back into place, just like that. Now I'll give you another look here. As you can see, it is in the 12 o'clock position. Hopefully that's getting caught on the camera. Okay, it's moving just how it's supposed to. We'll flick around, let it settle. All right, now next step is putting it back together, and you're basically going to do everything in reverse. Thumbsticks can go back on, and you should be from here basically ready to go ahead and put it back on your connector, reconnect it to your Xbox or your computer or whatever it is that you're using. That's pretty much that. So that's pretty much the repair right there. From this point, you can take this controller, hook it up via USB or Bluetooth it to your Xbox and test it out. Let me know if that drift has gone away. Go ahead and leave me some comments on how you feel about this repair. And if you've had this issue before, what did you do to resolve it? That's pretty much going to do it for me. And I hope we see you in another video. We'll see you later.